Hold up, is that Timmy?
Get him some milk! Little mutant Timmy, all grown up.
All jokes aside, I'm really glad they're deciding to do something with the dialogue in this game. Some of this new trailer brings you into the journey of what Silver Jacket Guy's been doing the whole time, including improving some of the action camera scenes and setting up new sites in which you can follow his path. I really hope we get to interact with this satellite, because I'd love to be able to play Sons of the Forest and Sons of the Forest with Rippy D. I've noticed as well that we have a GPS locator here, and that leads me to believe this is going to be another interaction point, kind of like the shotgun was, the raft with the pistol, or the guy hanging from the rope. It looks like we're going to have all kinds of new scenery and points of interest, which will be great for the story. I got another feeling that we're going to be chasing Silver Jacket Guy around. Sadly, it looks like Timmy's fate is sealed, and he's only going to be able to join us as a companion inside of these caves. I really just don't see him running around with us in the forest, because if something happens to him there, it might change the path of these caves. Now, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I guess we're going to have to wait and see.
What is this place?
The devs finally shed some light on the new artifact piece, and one thing they stated is that the piece itself is going to have multiple functions, and this is going to be great. I talked a lot about this in the other video breakdown, so I hope I get to see some different things. One thing it looks like to me, we get to see kind of an area of effect attack, like the lightning bolts going off. Now, I don't know if this is in-game or what, but we'll have to wait and see. Also, I think we'll get to see the difference between tactical soldiers that work for Silver Jacket and tactical soldiers that might look like they work for Puff Corp. So we shall see. Now, real briefly, I want to know if this is a new building that we can build, which I have no idea what it's going to be, or if it's just part of some story. The devs did shine some light on these campgrounds, and it just kind of reinforces that cannibal versus mutant aspect, to where if cannibals exist there, we're likely going to have a campfire. If mutants take over, likely not. And they also broke down a part here with the armor, saying that this armor here, which is likely solidified armor, plays a greater role during the late game. They also took the heavy cannibals and equipped them with some armor, which was not previously in the game. So this is going to be a big step up, and kind of going to induce a little bit more fear for me. Looking forward to all of it. Great changes. They also gave us a better look at the new cannibal that they're calling Legsy. Like I said in my last video, I am so ready for this. One thing we learned this time around is that they're also going to be hidden well in caves. And they're going to kind of look like some of the rocks that you see in the background, those tall spiky rocks that just you get stuck in a lot. So we're going to have to look out there. I kind of use those areas to hide in, but looks like I'm going to have to be extra careful now. And just like I thought before, this new creature here is called Holsey, and he's full of holes. And they did confirm that this is going to be kind of like an evolution to what the Cowman was in the forest. I'm really excited to see what kind of destruction this thing brings. And hopefully it doesn't shoot babies from the holes. Now, they touched more on the raccoons and said that the raccoons are going to try to step up to you and show their aggression a little bit. But they mainly sounded out like it's going to be more of a cute aesthetic to the game and nothing to really be worried about, which is a big bummer, especially seeing that they didn't even talk about any of the stuff I mentioned in my last video about new types of meat, new types of clothing options that we can make, or anything like that, you know, any kind of armor or anything to that effect. So we'll see. I still hope there's more creatures to come. Now, they did mention some map changes, and you can guarantee that I'm going to be driving one of these excavators by the end of the week. It looks like on this GPS breakdown that we're going to get two new icons on the map. The golden one kind of looks like the hang glider, and the blue one kind of looks like it represents golf carts. Two things that we couldn't really distinguish on the map before, so it's great to see these in play. I'm always excited for new places to go on the map. Now, I hope people don't get their hopes up seeing that A button from the controller, and I just don't want to see people get their hopes up for a console version that might not be out yet. Now, the last thing I want to go over is proximity chat, as they called it. When you get close to other players in your game, you'll be able to hear them. If you walk away, you won't be able to hear them.
It's a really immersive feature. It's a lot of fun sitting around the fire with your friends and chatting. What do you think, Evan?
I think we should try it out in the cave.
As you can hear, we've got some nice reverb in the cave. You can hear it's different in sound when you're facing towards and facing away. You can really hear the difference underwater. You can barely hear the other players.
I think this is a great feature for those looking for true survival aspects, but I think a lot of us are still going to just use Discord.
Faster.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, the devs also mentioned you can eat berries faster.
Eat berries
Skip.
faster now. I think that's going to be